Hey guys, what's up? It's Faye Charmaine, and we're here in new PAU studios in Plainfield, New Jersey, and we have a special guest in the building. We have Reek Tha Ruler, rapper, producer, designer. I mean, he does it all. Like, what can you say? What's up? How you doing?
Not much, maintaining elevation.
Listen, I'm feeling it.
So we can be the reaper, meet the keeper of the souls. These packs must be crazy, trying to keep us in control. There's a war going on outside, watch it unfold. I do this shit for those whose stories were never told. Way too much weight one man can hold. I am not digging your soul, I am not feeling your energy. I am just stuck on a cash chase, living my life at a fast pace. Baby, my life is a movie, marathon, not a matinee. Going up, going off, going all in, nigga never halfway.
What does it mean to be a young boss?
To be a young boss is basically to be an entrepreneur, a young entrepreneur. Changing the game, shifting the paradigm, and taking it from the old tradition and changing it to the new. Because our tradition, we was taught to go out and get a job. You know what I'm saying? And young boss is basically you be your own boss. You know what I'm saying? It was basically be originals and stay yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be original, staying strong. Born on solid street, you feel what I'm saying? So boss has many acronyms, and like I'm an acronym type person. I like acronyms.
So another host said that your name sounded like a superhero name. Where did you get the name Reek Tha Ruler from?
Well, first I got it from the famous Slick Reek Tha Ruler, but I decided to change it because I admired his storytelling. You know what I'm saying? And I had a whole bunch of different names coming up. Like I went through about 5 different names, like a whole bunch of dumb names. You feel me? But I was Lil Reek, Young Reek Tha Ruler. Then I became Reek Tha Ruler. And Reek Tha Ruler is supposed to be an acronym for the reason you listen to every record. That's what ruler is supposed to mean, you feel what I'm saying?
So did you know you always wanted to be in the music industry? Is it something you always wanted to do?
Yeah, since I was like 6 years old. Just watching my uncle and watching him work in the basement and stuff like that. Yeah, like I was always, my family is like really musically inclined. Like a lot of different people in my family do music, but my uncle is like the main one that does music. In my direct family, my immediate family, and like he was real big and real heavy influence in my music career. Because it's watching him produce and watching how he was producing other artists, and they would just have that energy, and that actually is what sparked my interest in the Nation of Gods and Earth. You know what I'm saying? In the 5% Nation. It's seeing him produce and stuff like that. He don't subscribe to no religion or nothing, but seeing him produce artists, he produced these artists named Fallen Angels, and they used to always come in and they used to call each other God and stuff like that, address each other as God like that. This is before I even got hip to like Wu-Tang and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the way they would address each other, and it was like with dignity and respect, and they would call each other God, and I'm like, it would just resonate with me constantly, like why they call each other God. And I would have that same question that a lot of other people would have, like when it's like, what you mean? What you mean I'm God? Or like, what you calling me God for? Like you would question it, like, what you mean by that? But it would have some type of resonation with me, with my spirit, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, and the music that they was making, and I was like a young pup, like, you know what I'm saying? So just watching them, and that really influenced my music.
So why do you think it's necessary to own the rights to your music?
The first rule of business is equity. It's about ownership. You know what I'm saying? If you don't own your music, then you don't really, like, what's the purpose of making art if you don't own your art? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What is your non-musical talent?
Non-musical talent? I do design work, graphic design, make clothes.
Shout out your clothing line. Let me hear about it.
Clothing line is ybclothingco.com. You can get windbreakers, hoodies, custom clothes, t-shirts, and we got a whole bunch of different flavors on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm buzzing and make what I want. Too many niggas be hating at once. I just might roll me an eighth in the blunt. I just might roll me an eighth in the blunt. Bitch, I'm buzzing and make what I want. Too many niggas be hating at once. I just might roll me an eighth in the blunt. I just might roll me an eighth in the blunt. Bitch, I'm buzzing and make what I want. Too many niggas.
So how important is teamwork?
Teamwork is very important. As human beings, we are not meant to be independent. You know what I'm saying? We're meant to coexist with each other. If you were the last person alive, like, how would you even exist? Like, if you couldn't do certain things, like, so we all are the same person to a different degree, different perspective. There's always somebody who has something that you don't have, or there's somebody who knows something that you don't know. So there's always a best knower, or there's somebody who knows best in the community. So sometimes you gotta humble yourself and know that you don't know everything. You have to gain information from somebody else. Everything is a learning experience, so teamwork is definitely vital in building an empire or building anything. You get what I'm saying? Because you can't, and if you're building a government, you can't build just a school without an army to protect you. You can't just build a church, you know what I'm saying? You can't just rely on God and religion to save you, you know what I'm saying? You gotta actually have a feasible army to protect that church, you know what I'm saying? So you need a team, you need people in place that do things that you can't do, or see things that you can't see. That was my second one.
Reek, yeah, okay. I fuck with it.
I do that too. But I got this one done by a white dude, Black Power. He was mad while he was doing it, so that's why he fucked it up and made it look all blurry, like, cause he was shaking while he was doing it.
It was nervous shit. Black Power?
Yeah.
It's the black face sense of power.
My boy got his tattoo. He got a logo for like a bird or some shit like that. And then dude was like, yeah, cause he owed us some money, so he was gonna give us free tattoo. He was like, what you want? I said, Black Power. You know what I mean?
Do you think there's such thing as a good and bad school system?
Such thing as a good and bad school system. Yeah, I think so.
So what makes a school system good and what makes it bad?
I think a good school system is one that is able to protect the students, able to feed them, able to give them education and keep their attention, and able to stay updated with the times as far as the information. I think a bad school system is one that doesn't stay up to date with the times, giving them books from the 90s and stuff like that. They just got no real cause for the kids. They just there for the money. They're just there for the paycheck. I think that's when it becomes a bad school system when the teachers are mostly there for the paycheck instead of there for the kids. You for the future. You gotta feed them.
What is the best way you maintain your mental health?
Best way I maintain my mental health is by social distancing. So
this is not a new thing for you. You've been social distancing?
I've been social distancing for a long time because it's your environment, the people around you, like, they say we got a crabs in the barrel mentality. So a lot of times the people around you or the environment around you, it can have a huge effect on your mental state. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it's not so much what I do, is more so what the people around me are doing, and you can't change. What is it? The serenity prayers. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to accept the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You get what I'm saying? So me not being able to change how people are, I remove myself from those situations from the people that are manipulative, negative. I try to remove myself from those situations so it don't even come to your head. I like to address things head on before we even get to that. You know what I'm saying?
That negative space.
Yeah. So I just social distance, meditate, always thinking in the higher form of self. You exist in two forms. You exist in the lower self and you exist in the higher self. A lot of people feel it's more convenient to resort to the lower self because the results are more like instant, yeah. But if you start start to reinforce positivity, the results are different. Like the love is different. Love overpowers hate, like by far.
How has fatherhood affected you as a person and as an artist?
As a person, it helped me grow a lot as a man. My priorities were a lot different when I was younger, and I didn't have kids. I feel like I didn't have anybody who was I was responsible for. So it was like I was only responsible for my own actions. So as I got older and as I had kids, it helped me develop and start to see that the things that I do also affect my family. It affects a lot of things. As an artist, it helped me grow, and it's still continuing to help me grow by the content that I create. It's like I'm always in constant consciousness, in a state of consciousness to where I'm always thinking, always like 1,000 miles ahead. So I'm starting to think like, is the content that I create, or is the music that I create, do I want my kids listening to, stuff like that. So it's like I'm starting to be more aware of the things that I say and how I approach things, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really necessarily use the B word in my vocabulary on a regular conversation day-to-day basis, but I will use it in my music from time to time, you get what I'm saying? Just giving a perspective and things that I'm familiar with, and it's like a force of habit pretty much, like, you know, like the N-word, like it's like a force of habit for us. It's, in our community, we start to do what's familiar to us. We start to go with the things that are more convenient, the things that are more appealing, as opposed to what's really real and I mean the things that can really affect people mentally and stuff. So it's been helping me a lot as far as treating others how you want to be treated, and do you want your kids to grow up in this type of world, in this type of environment. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta create the environment that you want your people to grow up in, or you want your people to rise in. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Take a village to raise a child.
It does. It really does.